Yes, now let us summarize today's lecture. First, we learned to represent change using this triangular symbol, the delta symbol. Specifically, the change in coordinates, which we call displacement, can be written as delta x like this. And change is defined as subtracting the earlier quantity from the later quantity in time. Therefore, displacement becomes the final coordinate minus the initial coordinate. Is that clear? Yes, that is how it works. And along with this, we were able to define velocity. Velocity is the value of displacement over a time interval. In other words, it is displacement divided by time. Using symbols, we could write this as delta x divided by delta t. Furthermore, we call the quantity that represents how much velocity changes per second acceleration. Yes, this becomes the change in velocity divided by time. Yes, and if we express this using symbols, yes, we could write it as delta v divided by delta t. Furthermore, we learned that this can also be determined from a VT graph. Yes, the slope of the VT graph tells us the acceleration information. Is that clear? Yes. And we call the quantity obtained by removing the sign from these quantities containing directional information, namely displacement, velocity, and acceleration, magnitude. Yes, removing the sign is important. In other words, signs play a very important role in physics, and these signs represent direction. Is that clear? Yes, signs represent direction. We must never forget this. Is that understood? Now we call the quantity obtained by removing the sign from displacement distance. Also, we could determine this distance from the area of a VT graph. Yes, this was also an important point. Is that clear? And we call the magnitude of velocity speed. Furthermore, we call the magnitude of acceleration the magnitude of acceleration. Is that clear? Let us firmly recognize that these quantities, distance, speed, and magnitude of acceleration, are incomplete information that does not include directional information or signs. Is that understood? Yes. Now this concludes today's lecture. Thank you for your attention.